confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy TU SKL to the day. Mr. Flow So Good, Matiba Totle, Mrs. Keep Up My What. Y'all already know, man. Back with you guys with another YouTube video. If you're new to a channel, like I always say, man, find the red button somewhere beneath this video. Make sure to click it if you like what we do on this channel. Also, make sure to click the bell because that's what makes sure that YouTube does notify you when we upload a video. Now, I know this is going to be late, okay? Just looking at my time, I probably won't have enough time to edit it. But I think it will be an injustice if I do not do it as a hip-hop platform, and as a hip-hop platform that is basically rooted in, SA hip-hop. But you guys will already know that, HHP passed away. And from the reports that we're currently getting, it seems that it was a suicide, though a lot of people, specifically his family members, have been speaking of the fact that they are waiting for the post-mortem to actually be sure what actually, caused his death. Now, if it is the case that, he committed suicide, it's a very sad situation, because if you look at it, man, like a lot of the guys, let me not even say a lot because it's just two people at this point. But, if you look at Pro and HHP, these are the guys that were at the top of the industry during their time. These are the guys that pioneered hip hop. That HHP, is the guy that brought us songs like Boso Kimang. Is probably the guy that was, probably getting the biggest deals. I remember watching this conversation with Slicker, the other time where, he was talking about the fact that, HHP was the one that really, when you spoke about artists that made it in the industry or hip-hop artists that made it in the industry, that was the guy you always looked at. That was the guy that people always pointed at. So it's very sad to see that those guys got, so forgotten by the game. At some point, they got to positions where, they felt that maybe, it's time to take their lives. And this is obviously not a confirmed suicide, but, anyone will tell you that, or anyone that I've spoken to will basically tell you that, they knew that HHP struggled with depression. They knew that, he attempted, to commit suicide a couple of times. That's why it's not far-fetched for them to actually assume that in this particular situation, it was also a suicide. I think what's even more unfortunate in the situation is it was interesting to note that immediately after Pro died, man, like a lot of people gravitated towards, HHP is the next person to actually look at, because he also seems like he's going through something. We saw him, in the public eye, going through some stuff, complaining about his label, complaining about, some of the things that were happening to him. But because it's HHP, you kind of assume that, nah, man, he's probably fine. I mean, I still looked at him as the guy. You remember when, I think I was in high school, when he came out and said, look, I'm retiring from the game. I want to spend more time with my kids and so on and so forth. So he's the guy you looked at as, there's the guy that came into the game. He made his money. He probably invested his money somewhere else. And he now feels the need to say, you know what, I don't even need to be in hip hop that much anymore. I just want to go and focus on my children. But it's sad to note, even Pro was the same way. It's sad to note that these same guys that we viewed like this were, struggling so much with, things like depression. And some of them, when you start studying, their financial situations, there are rumors around the fact that some of the resources that they did make, basically didn't necessarily get to them. They had a couple of bad deals here and there, and they were going through stuff, man. So it's another sad day for hip-hop, man. My condolences to his family, my condolences to his friends, and my condolences to those close to him. I personally didn't listen to him that much, okay? I didn't listen to him that much because I don't necessarily understand Tswana that much. But he did have some mainstream hits that, I know about and I listen to. But y'all leave me your comments in the comment section, man, about this, and let me know what are your thoughts, man. What do you guys think, should be done to ensure that the OGs are good, man? To ensure that the OGs are good. Leave me your comments and definitely subscribe. Awesome.
Now wait, Emma Billy. I know you wanna go, but click that red button and subscribe and put some respect on a younger name, man. Awesome.